Connor mentioned how tomorrow will present an opportunity to learn from last year. Same scenario, 2-2 series, but you dropped Game 5 against LA. Do you view that as the same opportunity?
Well, we're in the same position we were in coming out of Game 4 last year. Two different teams, both have different personnel, but the bulk or core of both teams is the same. So is it an opportunity to grow? Yeah, it is. We're quite aware of the challenge before us, and we feel up to it.
How much can a game like yesterday present itself as a catalyst to grow as a team as well?
Well, I thought we did grow as a team yesterday, but I think the seeds of that comeback were probably planted earlier in the season when we were in that position before in a tough building in Madison Square Garden against one of the league's best teams, and we found a way. Last night, it didn't happen after 40 minutes. It happened after 20 minutes. We really liked parts of our game, but there's parts of our game that can improve too. We're aware of that, and we're going to look to build on some of the things that we did yesterday for sure.
When you're trailing and you make a goalie swap and you end up winning, people have questions about goaltending. So let's get this one over with.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on your starting goalie tomorrow night?
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm in a position to be able to choose from two great people and true goaltenders that have allowed us to win games this year. Our team won 50 games this year, and both goaltenders contributed to those wins. So what a great position for our coaching staff to be in.
How difficult a decision is this?
When you have two great goaltenders, I don't think you can go wrong picking either one of them.
Do you have any, is there an experience you go back to? Have you been in that situation where we always go back to say it was Pittsburgh with Murray and Fleury. It's different teams have done that. Have you been on one of those teams
With
goalies that you had to make a tough decision like this?
Yeah. I was in San Jose in a very similar game to last night, and so I able to learn from that type of experience in the playoffs. Also in Detroit, where we were coming back after ending up 2-2 in a series, and a different decision was made. So luckily, having been around this league for 18 years or so, I have the benefit of a lot of different experiences, and and the best thing is the people that we have around our team. There's a lot of brains to pick, and it's not just my experience I rely on, but I like to say that we want to use every brain in the game, and kind of gather some opinions, and then we'll make the right choice.
You played more 5-on-5 last night, which helps with production, but can you just assess execution offensively and defensively, because gave up a couple early?
Yeah.
Can you break that down?
Yeah, you know what? I think on the one side, we found a way to score 5 goals last night. And anytime you score 5 goals, you should win the game, and we did. That's a positive. And we did some things 5-on-5 that we liked. On the flip side of that, we didn't love our first period. And there was things that we can handle better. Going into Game 4, I think we'd given up 4 5-on-5 goals in the series. And last night, we gave up 3 5-on-5 goals. So we can be better in that area. I think people that they've introduced to their lineup changes the complexion of some things. But again, I'd go back to the fact that we did score 5 goals last night.
Jane, talking to one of your players a couple of months ago, I asked him about Jack Campbell. He said there's 2 things that are always prominent. His work ethic every time he shows up at the rink, and he always shows up as a teammate.
Yeah.
Is he amongst one of the most popular teammates amongst his peers that you've ever coached?
Yeah, I mean, his reputation certainly preceded him before he got here. And I've had a front row seat to the type of person and teammate that Jack Campbell is. You know, what's interesting to me is we played a game in this building here in Los Angeles in January, and we didn't like the result in it whatsoever. But Jack went into that game, and that kind of jump-started his second half of his season, and jump-started us to go on a really long streak. So, you know, for him to go in, do his job, give our team a chance to win last night, and then find a way to get the win, I think that's huge. And there's nobody happier for him than his teammates and his coaching staff.